Decades ago, Detroit was the U.S.'s manufacturing hub and fourth largest city. Today, about 1/3 of it lies vacant. But the long-term perspective is that these are opportunities. Heidi Musheri, director of the organization leading the Detroit Vacant Property Campaign. Launched in January 2006, the Good Neighborhoods program provides full-scale support to 6 Detroit neighborhoods, where more than 65,000 children live, roughly 30% of the city's child population. Half of the children in these neighborhoods live in poverty. The program encourages the creation of safe, healthy, and vibrant neighborhoods where children, with the support of caring adults, programs, and experiences, can develop fully. The 6 developing neighborhoods are Brightmoor, Cody Rouge, North End, also known as Central, Osborne, Chadsey-Condon in southwest Detroit, and Vernor, also in southwest Detroit. The goal of the Good Neighborhoods program is to ensure that children experience safe, healthy, and high-quality environments where they can thrive. Neighborhoods with resources, opportunities, and assets for children to develop fully and pursue prosperity. The Skillman Foundation's Good Neighborhoods program is focused on making Detroit work for children. President and CEO Carol Goss believes that in spite of the hardships many Detroiters face, residents are ready and eager to work towards creating a brighter future for Detroit's children. A product of the city herself, she is determined to give the children of Detroit the loving and healthy childhoods they deserve.
Here we are on American Street on the west side of Detroit. This is the neighborhood where I grew up. It was a very safe neighborhood. All of the people that lived here looked after all of the children. I have good memories, and they're the kind of memories that I wish for all children, that where they could feel safe and secure, where schools, the teachers that were there cared about you and wanted you to be successful. It's a place where you could grow up feeling really very good about yourself. Actually, that's the hope that we at the Skillman Foundation have for all children.
Let's take a walk through Skillman's 6 good neighborhoods. Brightmoor. The Brightmoor community has a population of 19,837 and is mostly comprised of working families with an average household income of $33,943. There are 7,380 children within the Brightmoor community. Organizations that are currently working within the Brightmoor community include City Mission, Brightmoor Alliance, Motor City Blightbusters, Public Artworks Artist Village Program, or PAWS, Brightmoor Community Center, Leaps and Bounds, and Northwest Detroit Neighborhood Development. City Mission wants to break the cycle of generational poverty in Brightmoor by meeting the educational, physical, and spiritual needs of at-risk children through mentoring relationships and outreach programs that make life-changing possible.
Today I promise to do my best on every assignment, project, and test.
We want to lift this neighborhood up. We want to become the leaders in the community. This is our 4th year. We're getting a really good reputation, but we are focusing on a very small part of Brightmoor because we want to go deep. Children learn when there's a relationship with the teacher, and our teachers leave school and take their kids laser tagging and bike riding and swimming. Teachers that come here are coming here to make a difference in the family and the children's lives. There is really nobody out there that I know of that's doing exactly what we're doing. We are working with the whole child. We're small, we need funds to grow, and without the funds, we'll still be here, we're still going to do the good work, but we won't be able to grow.
North End. The North End community has a population of 17,563 and has an average household income of $33,360. There are 4,592 children within the North End community. Organizations currently working within the North End community include Youthville, or the Detroit Youth Foundation, Vanguard Community Development Corporation, Central Christian Community Development Corporation, The Family Place, Child Care Coordinating Council. Youthville Detroit is dedicated to enhancing the lives of youth and furthering positive youth development in Detroit and its surrounding communities. It provides a holistic and integrated approach to developing youth by enhancing emotional, social, physical, mental, and academic well-being by providing direct programs and research in partnership with others. With programs designed for kids and by kids, Youthville Detroit offers a broad range of youth development activities, from arts to computers, academics to fitness, web radio and broadcasting, to music studio recording, and much more within the 6 core areas of leadership development, cultural and fine arts, education and academic enrichment, technology, health, fitness, and music. Youthville's goal is to improve the outcomes of youth so they can grow into healthy, contributing adults. Osborne. The Osborne community has a population of 37,418, and the average household income is $40,839. There are 14,331 children within the Osborne community. Organizations currently working within the Osborne community include Matrix Human Services, Covenant of Peace Christian Center, Detroit Community Initiative, Black Family Development. Hmong Multicultural Day was an event that took place in order to bring the community together to provide entertainment as well as to educate the community about the Hmong culture. The audience was treated to performances that included a fashion show, singing, and dancing.
In order to know who you are, you have to know where you come from. And what I know of my Hmong students and what I found, that they have a great deal of respect for self, for parents, and their education. And when you have that, you can accomplish anything.
I feel proud to be what I am and show others. It's actually like a chance for us to show our traditional to others, to know where we are and where we come from.
We are all in this together, and we must continue to make positive change so we can continue to make strides toward ending the things that rob our community of success and progress. So let's continue to work together as a people to make Osborne a better place, and let's celebrate the Hmong community.
The Matrix Human Services Center is designed to meet the social, physical, spiritual, and educational needs of Northeast Detroit residents. Its services include after-school children and youth programs, tutoring for youth and adults, art at the center, a children's fitness program, and recreational activities. The Southwest Detroit community, comprised of Vernor and Chadsey-Condon, has a population of nearly 88,000, and the average median income for residents is just under $25,000. There are 35,000 children within the Southwest Detroit community. Organizations currently working within the Southwest Detroit community include Alternatives for Girls, Latin Americans for Social and Economic Development Incorporated, or LACED, Latino Family Services, Southwest Solutions, Matrix Theater Company, Community Health and Social Services, or CHAS, and the Detroit Hispanic Development Corporation. Matrix Theater uses the transformative power of theater to change lives, build community, and foster social justice. It creates opportunities for children, youth, adults, and elders, especially those in isolated or challenged communities, to become creators, producers, and audience of original theater. Matrix Theater services include a school in which participants ranging in age from 5 to 18 can take classes in acting, puppetry and playwriting, theatrical performances, and puppetry workshops and performances. It fosters a community of creativity and offers age and culturally appropriate learner-centered arts experiences. Participants are positively impacted and gain skills in reading, writing, teamwork, and critical and creative thinking. Matrix Theater serves over 500 people a year. Cody Rouge. The Cody Rouge community has a population of about 42,233, with the average median income for residents being $42,520. There are 14,696 children within the Cody Rouge community. The University of Michigan Technical Assistance Center's Photo Voice Project is a summer employment program in which teenagers and young adults are recruited to chronicle subjects from each of Skillman's good neighborhoods. Working as photojournalists, they document community concerns in Detroit, like crime and safety, and education and health. These young photographers then create exhibits based off their photographs and use them to hold a forum that empowers the community and begins the discussion on how residents can improve their communities.
This was a store in her neighborhood that she shopped at frequently. And there was this hole, just this pothole in front of the store. And when it would rain, it was filled with water. It was typically filled with garbage. It was just a mud hole. So she took the photograph. Then after the photograph was developed, she went right into that store and said, "Look at this." And the store owner filled the hole. But it was the process of taking the photograph and then really looking at it. And she immediately got action right there on that issue.
I think our neighborhoods are good investment opportunities because of a couple of things. One is we have more density in these particular neighborhoods than you have in others in Detroit. Two, you have a unified community body that is eager to make change, and they really want to make their neighborhoods thrive. So if you're going to choose some place in Detroit, why wouldn't you choose some place where people are mobilized, excited, and willing to commit their own resources, their time, and their energy to make things happen? And then three, that these communities have been disinvested in, but that doesn't mean that they don't have assets and that there aren't good things in those neighborhoods. So we got to figure out, how do we capitalize on those things? How do we bring people who have looked at these neighborhoods in a way that there's lots of negativity, show them where the positive and where the anchoring opportunities are for them to make investments. And then I think the last is that what we're doing in these neighborhoods is taking some of the risk out of them for investors. So what we're doing is building the capacity of these neighborhoods, the readiness of these neighborhoods to take on big projects, to do big and great things. These neighborhoods had pretty much been destroyed. But the one thing that wasn't destroyed was kind of their hope, their fight, and their spirit. And so what we're doing is building off of those things, helping them create the kind of organizations that allow that stuff to lift up, to sustain them. We are investing in people, we're investing in leaders, we're investing in block clubs, we're investing in young people. We're working with schools, trying to help schools figure out, how do we educate children well, regardless of the circumstances or the conditions of their lives. What we're really trying to do is build the conditions for change in these neighborhoods. We believe if we can figure out what the conditions are and that we invest in those things, that when innovation can come, it can stick and it can stay in these neighborhoods, and that will make the difference for outcomes in terms of children.